أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وأذن في الناس بالحج يأتوك رجالا وعلى كل ضامر يأتين من كل فج عميق ليشهدوا منافع لهم ويذكروا اسم الله في أيام معلومات على ما رزقهم من بهيمة الأنعام فكلوا منها وأطعموا البائس الفقير ثم ليقضوا تفثهم وليوفوا نذورهم وليطوفوا بالبيت العتيق. صدق الله العظيم.
The pilgrimage of Hajj is a period of graciousness and clemency, of tolerance and reflection. Hajj is also a gathering of peace and leniency, an encounter of friendship and brotherhood. But are we really like that? These scenes show us some of the difficulties and trials encountered by pilgrims during the ritual of Jamrat, provoked by crowd congestion and pedestrian traffic jams. The reasons are clear. First, thousands of pilgrims arriving from different directions and going towards the Jamrat bridge at the same crucial time, midday. Second, having to wait 2 to 3 hours to accomplish the Jamrat ritual, which has to be performed precisely on the 12th day of Zul Hijjah. Therefore, the government of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, led by the custodian of the 2 holy mosques and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, and Secretary-General in charge of the development of the Jamrat region, has decided to increase the capacity and to improve the performance of the bridge by constructing additional entrances and exits on several levels, thus minimizing and averting the risks of accident and fires. These important renovations will contribute to the betterment of security and safety and comfort of the pilgrims. This endeavour, which started a year ago by the grace of Allah, was, to the satisfaction of all concerned, a total success. Thereby, for the next Hajj, an additional level will be opened and made available to pilgrims coming from Mecca al-Mukarramah. This new level will have 2 entrances, a pedestrian ramp at the northwest and another at the southwest of Jamrat. There will also be an exit onto the West Plaza in the direction of Mecca. This floor will also ease the movement of pilgrims coming from the Mina encampments and going to Mecca, while the pilgrims arriving from Mecca from the west will be able to perform their rituals in complete tranquility, without disturbing the movement of the pilgrims coming from Mina from the east. We would like to remind all pilgrims that the ground and the first floors have been redesigned to facilitate the movement of visitors coming from the East Plaza of the Jamrat Bridge. At the request of the administrators of the bridge, and to ensure the security, the safety and the comfort of the pilgrims, the number crossing the bridge this coming Hajj will remain the same as in previous years. It is requested from the pilgrims of the next Hajj to show willingness and to cooperate with the Hajj and bridge officials in the same exemplary manner as their predecessors by complying with given instructions and signboards. Dear pilgrims, your security and comfort are our objectives, and an important part of this responsibility is in your hands. You should, first and foremost, follow the directional instructions that were designed specially to give you the nearest and most reliable access starting from your encampment, as well as those on the edge of the bridge for your return routes to Mina. As of the coming Hajj and in the future, all pedestrian traffic to and from Jamrat will be in one direction only. Dear pilgrims, follow the instructions of your guides, wardens and security officers who are there to advise you and guide you in the right direction to and from the Jamrat Bridge within the times allocated to your group on your timetable. Follow seriously the signboard's directions and color coding to avoid and protect yourself from danger and accidents. Avoid dangerous rush hours by complying with the timings assigned to you in your group's timetable and cooperate with the people in charge of these schedules whose aim is to protect you. The ritual of stone throwing, Jamrat, must be performed between midday and sunset on the 12th day of Zul Hijjah. 2 to 3 hours after noon are sufficient to ensure the safety and comfort to all pilgrims. Dear pilgrims, by complying with the directives and your timetable, you will have taken part in the establishment of a Muslim, civilized behavior pioneered by the honorable pilgrims of the last Hajj and rejected the painful experiences of the preceding years that do not reflect in any way the Muslim sentiment. Dear pilgrims, the Prophet always insists on simplicity and advocates calm and dignity during this holy month. When asked about the rules of Hajj, he answers, "Do and don't worry." During the coming Hajj, timetables will be organized and assigned to pilgrims who will be allocated into groups. These groups and their guides will be closely monitored to ensure strict compliance of the timetables. Uniformed officials from the Ministry of Hajj, assisted by security officers, will be responsible for the monitoring. Non-compliance with the timetables will result in immediate return to the encampment. So do not waste time and do not risk the inevitable consequences. Please respect the times shown on your group's timetable and do not embarrass the people in charge. The exempt are the children, the elderly, the sick and the handicapped. Please help them avoid unnecessary suffering and discomfort by offering your proxy. We remind you that by helping the exempt, you will be helping yourself in the eyes of Allah. Dear pilgrims, do not take your luggage with you to Jamrat. You could risk losing your baggage, or worse, endanger the lives of other pilgrims. During this year's Hajj, it will be absolutely prohibited to lie or sit anywhere on the Jamrat site and/or the routes leading to it to avoid severe or even fatal accidents. Follow your group leader or your guide and stay close to your group all through the ritual. To ensure and guarantee the security of the guests of Allah, anyone failing to comply with these simple rules will be penalized. To facilitate the movements of the pilgrims who will be staying in the remote encampments of Muzdalifah and of Shab'ain East and West, and of the Azaziyah headquarters in Mecca, 3 bus services will be available. The first service will take pilgrims from the Jamrat Plaza and from Mu'asim to the bus stations adjacent to the northwest second-floor access ramp and return them to their encampments after the completion of their rituals through a route free of all obstacles and traffic jams, which allows for rapid and comfortable journeys. The second service will start from the Azaziyah neighborhood in Mecca near the intersection of Sheikh Abdullah Al Hayat Avenue with King Khaled Road, and will travel all the way to the bus station nearest to the second-floor northwest ramp, and will return to Azaziyah by the same route. The third route will transport pilgrims from the remote area of Muzdalifah, starting from the Dakham Al-Wabad bus station, and go to Jamrat, and then return by King Abdulaziz Avenue. It is hoped that these 3 bus services will facilitate the movements of pilgrims, especially the elderly and the sick, and that they will help ease the traffic and reduce the traffic jams, and will allow a more balanced distribution of pilgrims on the Jamrat Bridge, particularly on the 2nd level.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحج أشهر معلومات، فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج، وما تفعلوا من خير يعلمه الله، وتزودوا فإن خير الزاد التقوى، واتقوني يا أولي الألباب.
We pray to Allah Almighty that everyone can enjoy these new benefits provided by His Majesty the Custodian of the 2 Holy Mosques government, and a safe and sound pilgrimage. This is presented with the best wishes from His Royal Highness Prince Meteb bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Minister of Municipalities and Rural Affairs, President of the Development of Makkah Al-Mukarramah and Medina Al-Munawwara and the holy sites, for a safe, sound and holy pilgrimage.